Welcome to our Henrietta Lacks Ignite presentation. This is Jackie Wong.
And this is Kevin Durrick. Today we will discuss the bioethics involved in Rebecca Skloot's book, The
The
Immortal
Immortal
Life
Life of
of
Henrietta
Henrietta Lacks.
Lacks.
The basis of informed consent in the book is the thought that people should be informed about the use of their cells for research. During Henrietta's time, black people were not told this, or it was very vague when they did.
But first, though no one had told Henrietta that T. Lindy was collecting samples or asked if she wanted to be a donor, Wharton picked up a sharp knife and shaved 2 dime-sized pieces of tissue from Henrietta's cervix.
This quote explicitly states that Dr. Lawrence Warden Jr., the surgeon on duty that operated on Henrietta, took some of her cervical cells without Henrietta or any of her family knowledge or consent.
Henrietta did not inquire what the doctors were doing, nor did she have any thought of doing so. During her entire life, she was taught not to question what the white doctors could and were doing. She should just be glad that she was receiving free treatment.
The debate of ownership is whether someone's cells are still theirs even after they have left the body. After it is left, it is debatable if the person can choose what is to be done with their cells.
When tissues are removed from your body, with or without your consent, any claim you might have had to owning them vanishes. When you leave tissues in a doctor's office or a lab, you abandon them as waste, and anyone can take your garbage and sell it.
This is the statement of the Supreme Court of California's decision in John Moore's case involving his own cancerous cells. David Gold, a scientist and doctor, had removed some of Moore's cells, patented them, and made money off of it.
This very controversial decision by the Supreme Court of California made it so that the Laxes cannot sue for profits made by Henrietta's cells. Since the HeLa cells were removed from her body, and Henrietta did not want the cells, anyone could have profited off of them.
Throughout the beginning portion of the book, the public did not know Henrietta's name. This was a result of George Guy attempting to keep the Lax's family safe from the public eye.
Despite the spread of HeLa and the flurry of new research that followed, there were no news stories about the birth of the amazing HeLa cell line and how it might help stop cancer. In Guy's one appearance on television, he didn't mention Henrietta or her cells by name, so the general public knew nothing of HeLa.
This was an example of when Guy wanted to not tell the public of Henrietta's name. He may have had a different reason that was not to just conserve the Lax's name, but Guy did so in this instance.
In addition, near the end of the book, Deborah, Henrietta's daughter, makes Skloot refrain from publishing a word. This was a condition that Deborah's daughter, Elsie, had that Deborah absolutely did not want in Skloot's book. True to her word, Skloot did not publish the word.
The good of many is the thought that privacy should not be a factor to protect someone's cells if it benefits the community as a whole. The good of many is another debatable topic.
All they told me was they wanted to do a autopsy, see if they could help my children. And I've always known this much. They is a doctor, and you got to do what they say. I don't know as much as they do, and them doctors said if I give 'em my old lady, they could use her to study that cancer and maybe help my children, my grandchildren.
We see here again that informed consent is not needed back in the day because blacks were raised on the fact that the white doctors know what they are doing. In addition, we see that according to doctors, HeLa would have been used for research.
On the topic of the good of the many, the white doctors told Day that Henrietta's cells would have been used to help study and cure cancer. Of course, curing cancer would help the many. However, Day does not truly know whether the doctors used the cells for selfish reasons.
Altruism is the principle of concerning for others' welfare. With altruism, it is putting your own life in harm's way for the benefit of someone else. Altruism v. profit is essentially risking one's life for the good for free versus money gained from it.
When Guy originally discovers HeLa and its cancerous and immortal qualities, he hides its discovery from the public. He shares it just within his group of friends, which may suggest that Guy actually has good intentions with HeLa.
In conclusion, bioethics is a highly debatable topic. Under bioethics, there is informed consent, ownership, privacy, the good of many, and altruism v. profit. From what is shown in the Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, this can be all shown and debated from the book.